Hey Aquarius, we are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's see. Aquarius. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, so you guys have the reverse Seven of Swords, and this is showing up for your current energy here. All right, I wonder if there's something here that you're feeling like found out, or there's something here that you're possibly like, you know what, for some of you guys, there could be something here that you're like, you know what, I kind of was feeling like an imposter in whatever is going on here, but you might be like, you know what, that's not the case at all. I actually like deserve being here. I deserve to be where I am, that kind of stuff, okay? I think that might be something that we're tapping into here. So, all right, you guys have the Eight of Cups reversed, and this is showing up in your environment, so you might be... I wonder if your environment is kind of like mimicking you, okay? That kind of stuff. Feels like maybe there's a person in your environment who is like, I don't want to leave. I'd much rather stay where I am, that kind of stuff. I'm comfortable here, and I feel like if I kind of depart from this thing too early, I'm going to feel like I'm missing out, or I'm going to feel like incomplete if I walk away from whatever this is, that kind of stuff, okay? I feel like this is maybe somebody who is avoiding a disappointing situation, or, you know, is just wanting to stay together with something here. So, all right. Let's see. You guys have confidence, and then you have it with the Page of Cups, and this is showing up for your challenge. Confidence in the Page of Cups. All right, maybe your intuition is telling you something that you are feeling like, I'm not so sure about that. Or there could be something here that you're maybe feeling like, I want to tell somebody this particular thing, but I wonder if this is like confidence in the sense of like, well, I can't tell anybody that because it's like a friggin' secret, or because something is like not really fully developed or known or something like that, okay? But this could also be that there's something here that you're like, well, I had this feeling, I felt like this thing was going to go really well, whatever it is, and I wonder if maybe your confidence kind of took a hit in some sense, or that like, you know, for some of you guys, this could be that, well, no, yeah, okay. I just think that we're kind of like bouncing back and forth here, because I do think that there's something here that you're like, yeah, no, I actually like deserve to be here. I have earned this thing, or whatever the heck it is. Or maybe you're even feeling like, you know what, this is like really going to work out, something about that, okay, that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I feel like there's also moments of like, oh no, there's no way this is going to work out. So interesting. So let's see. You have number 6, tap into your sacral power. That's friggin' awesome. And then you have it with the 5 of Cups here. So, okay. I want to say something is staged, or something is staged, or somebody thinks something is staged, or I don't know, something like that. Okay. I'm not sure, but, all right. So, confidence for your challenge, and then tap into your sacral power for your opportunity. I feel like your opportunity is kind of amazing, considering your challenge has one to do with like, okay, do I have confidence in this? Like, you know, confidence, that kind of requires power, and that sacral chakra, that's like kind of indicating like, you know, power from somewhere, you know, that kind of stuff. So there is like a level of, you know, I think you guys, maybe it's like, you know, I really desired this thing, or like, you know, I you know, this thing always kind of like got me up and running, whatever the heck it is. There could be an energy of you guys being like, you know what, I'm going to really think like in the future for whatever this is. Or this could be you guys being like, you know what, that thing was like I was disappointed, or, you know, this thing could have been better. I don't know, whatever the heck it is. I'm like, sorry, I'm really harping on the number 3 here. I'm not I'm not exactly sure why, but it is like, I'm like, why? So, you know, there's something there. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. Okay. Or this might be something where it's like listening to your inner guidance is like really the friggin' way to go here. Okay. That kind of stuff. I even wonder if you're going to be proven that's something that you felt intuitively, or something that you were kind of doing on like an inner level here. I wonder if there's something here that you're going to be kind of proven like, hey, guess what? You were completely right about that. And look at how much stronger, like you're better than you know, are giving yourself credit for, or whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. Okay. I also am getting another storyline here where you might be dealing with somebody who is refusing a particular amount of help in one area or another, and might be in more of a giving up type of energy, that kind of stuff, being like, this thing is never going to work. There's no good way to come out of this, or whatever the heck it is. That could also be for some of you guys. So, all right, let's see what else we can get. Aquarius. All right. Okay, I'm getting like someone's like, I'm gonna make an example out of you, or like something like that. That is really interesting. Like, please don't. Unless it's a good thing. I'm like, what? All right. Let's see. All right. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of knew it. High Priestess is like all over. All right. So let's see. With this confidence energy showing up for your challenge, you guys have the Page of Cups with the Eight of Wands here. So, I mean, there's something about like, I mean, it just feels like something was like, you're like, is this a possibility? And then it's like, whoa, this is happening right now. So you better figure that out like real quick. Okay. That kind of stuff. I even think that this is maybe having like a feeling of being, you know what this is? It's like, I have a feeling that I'm supposed to say this thing to this person, or I have a feeling that I'm supposed to like go in this direction, or this is the way to go, or something like that. But you're doubting yourself. I don't know why. Maybe there's something in the past that you tried this out before and it like friggin' didn't work, or something about that. Or maybe you went into a situation being like, I feel like I don't belong here. I feel like I'm like, again, like an imposter. I don't know, like, is this going to work or whatever, that kind of stuff. I feel like that's part of whatever it is that we're talking about. So you have the Four of Pentacles reversed, and this is showing up for what you're not able to control. I think that this is maybe a situation that has just kind of like, again, somebody like either dropped the ball on something, that kind of stuff, or there is somebody here who is just like, I almost want to say like, just saying whatever the heck comes out. Like there's no like filter or anything. It's just like I'm saying what I'm doing. I'm releasing whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. I even feel like this is maybe somebody said something like too quickly or something about that. And I wonder if what you can't control is if somebody is like, well, I already let that thing go. Like I'm not even thinking about it anymore, but you might still be like perseverating on it in some sense or something like that. Okay. That kind of stuff. I also wonder if what you can't control is somebody literally dropping something. Okay. Like physically, someone's like, I'm dropping this thing. I don't know. Something regarding that. Okay. I wonder if like there was supposed to be a secret here or something like that. And I wonder if it got revealed or, you know, that kind of stuff. So you have the reverse Emperor, and this is showing up for what you can control. Okay, let's see. I feel like if there's maybe an energy of somebody who's like loosening up in some area or kind of like dropping the ball or whatever the heck it is, then I wonder if what you can control is being like, well, then I'm gonna, if this person's gonna kind of like let this thing go, then it only makes sense that somebody else would have to like kind of pick that up, or you know what I'm saying? That I don't know, that kind of stuff. So I feel like that maybe is something here. There might be something where you can maybe control if it's like if there's somebody missing from a situation, I feel like for whatever reason, it's like you can step in and kind of do something in that capacity, or like, I don't know, work in the interim while somebody's missing, or, you know, somebody's not there, or I don't know, something about that. Okay. That kind of stuff. I also feel like maybe this is micromanaging a situation because maybe somebody, again, dropped the ball or whatever the heck it is. And maybe it's like, well, now we have to kind of like really like micromanage this, or like really like overanalyze something, or, you know, something about that. Okay. That kind of stuff. This might even be a time where maybe it's like loosening up control in some area is maybe like, so I don't know, there's something about that that's like you can control that, okay? I also want to say you can control like maybe who's initiating something here, okay? That kind of stuff. All right, so you guys have the Hermit card, and this is showing up as your next steps forward here. So I feel like there is definitely something about your intuition moving. I want to say moving kind of quickly, or at least being ready for maybe to have to respond quickly about something, or to move in a direction, you know, again, quickly about something. I also feel like, I'm telling you, there is something about a secret or knowing something that like maybe is like, not everyone's supposed to know it, or there's some like sketchiness involved in whatever the heck this is. But I feel like there's something about, I just want to say being confident with what it is that you know, or what it is that you feel, like an impulse of some sort, or a feeling, or being like, I know that this thing is possible, right? It's like, I almost want to say like x-ray vision, or I don't know, something like that. You need to be like confident in that. And I also will tell you another thing here. There might be something where it's like when the time comes to share what it is that you know, okay, that kind of thing, it might just be that like, you're going to know that intuitively, or somebody's going to like give you, I don't know, give you like the high sign, like now it's time, or I don't know, something like that. Okay. That kind of thing. So, all right. Let's see, back over to your opportunity. So yes, your opportunity. You have this number 6, tap into your sacral power. So yes, definitely like powerful energy, that kind of stuff. Okay. That, again, it comes with confidence, okay? It comes with confidence here. I really do understand that. Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. You have the Five of Cups and you have it with the High Priestess here. There is something about, maybe there is a private loss that you are going through, but I wonder if this is fueling a sense of power, being like, I'm not going to miss out on this thing again, or I'm not going to let, like, I'm not going to ignore my intuition. I'm not going to ignore what this particular feeling is, or what this, a download is, or whatever the heck it is. It's like, don't ignore that, you know, like kind of like, you know, even if in the past you kind of have done that, it's like taking power back, but it's like doing it in like kind of a cool way. Cause I feel like this isn't like showing off like, oh, look at all the power I have. And look, I'm like really kind of like tapping into, again, like my sacral energy. Again, I feel like this is more like of a private type of situation, that kind of stuff. But I do feel like your opportunity is to maybe like, see what is still available, or something about that. But why do I feel like there's this like play of like hiding things versus not hiding things, or like something like that? All right, there's some type of energy that I'm definitely picking up on for your opportunity. So all right, okay, let's see. I would say like, I mean, it feels like there's maybe like energy that like is needing to be moved in a particular way, or like the way that you were kind of like creating something, or the way that you like get your passion or release energy, something about that. There's like, I don't know, there's something in that. I also wonder if there's like a desire that maybe is like an inner desire, something about that. And maybe there's something in that is like presenting as an opportunity. So let's see. You guys have the Three of Wands, and this is showing up for your, for your skills. So I feel like you have the skills of either waiting for something to come in here, or you have the skills of knowing what is going to come in after something. Okay. That kind of stuff. Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Like, again, it is showing up in a challenge position, but this could be just because you know what is like coming down the line or something like that. Okay. There might be something regarding that. What I will also say is I think that there's something about you guys, being able to wait for something that is like exciting, or something that you are feeling like, okay, this is going to like bring my power back, or this is going to make me feel like, I almost was like tapping into your feminine, like receptive energy, to be quite honest. That's like, which is interesting because like this sacral power, a card here, but there's something about that. Like, I really do understand something regarding that. Okay. That kind of stuff. And I also feel like there's something about like weighing out, like, okay, like maybe this is disappointing, or this person doesn't want to miss out on this particular thing, but it's like your opportunity is to see where there still is room to like have something be successful, or that it's like not all is lost, or something like that. Okay. That kind of stuff. All right, let's see. This feels very private or personal. So you guys have the Knight of Swords, and this is showing up for possible help. So I think this is maybe somebody who, I think this is somebody who can actually convince you in the right direction. I kind of do want to use that word convince, okay? That kind of stuff. And I think it's also, I think it might be because you might be doubting your intuition, that kind of stuff. I do understand that, all right? I feel like, and I also want to say somebody who can come in and give you like a replacement with something. If something broke, somebody's like, wait, I have that. Like, I can give you this thing, or listen to what I'm saying, say this thing. I don't know, you know, like that. I'm like literally getting that, like, say this thing, like someone's like feeding you lines, or like something like that, okay? That kind of stuff. This could, and by feeding lines, this could just be like, dude, like you're an open channel right now. Just say what you're saying, that kind of stuff. Don't filter it, that kind of stuff. Just say it. And just say it, that kind of thing. So, all right, you have the reverse Five of Pentacles, and this is showing up as your next step. So yes, it feels like there's something about not letting something be revealed just yet, maybe hiding something, or it's like, yo, the only things that that you should, I don't know why I just said yo. Sorry, that just stopped me dead in my tracks. So that is wild. I can only feel like there's a synchronicity there. I want to say yo ma. Okay, we're gonna keep moving on because I'm like, what is that? So, all right, Five of Pentacles reversed, showing up for your next steps forward. Okay, maybe this is your next steps forward. Again, is to keep something like, again, personal, or to do something just on the inside of something here, maybe without asking help. Okay, again, next steps, you have the Hermit card. Here's the thing. Okay, you know something, Aquarius? You've either given somebody advice that maybe did not help. Okay, and we've all done that, okay? I mean, I'm sure I do that all the time, okay? That kind of thing. But I am picking that up. It's like there's something here that you might have been like, I would even want to say overly confident, okay? I know that your story is kind of shifting now, but I am understanding that. Maybe you're dealing with another Aquarius here, but there's either a situation here where somebody was like, went into something like overly confident, that kind of stuff, and maybe is like, oh, I really, really know about whatever this is, but I wonder if because of that, somebody else kind of was like, oh, well, then I'm going to leave this situation, that kind of thing. And it might have turned out to be not the best idea, okay? That kind of thing, all right? I am definitely understanding something about that being presented here. So, all right, I really feel like there's something about like, you need to listen to your own inner guidance, even if everybody around you is telling you something opposite. If your intuition is like, that really doesn't resonate with me, I don't think so, just follow your intuition, for the love of God, people. Sorry, that was extreme. I never follow my intuition. Well, I do sometimes, but I don't know. I just feel like it's important, you know? I'm talking to myself too. I'm not an Aquarius, but sometimes I really feel like I am. So, all right, let's see. Okay, let's get a little bit more for your challenge and opportunity here. Aquarius. Okay. All right, I'm seeing pizza boxes. Dude, this is so random. All right, let's see what's going on. Damn, Aquarius, what are you doing? All right, Six of Pentacles. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so let's see. You guys might want to watch the Libra reading, by the way. Okay, so with this confidence card showing up for your challenge here, you guys have the Four of Pentacles reversed with the Ace of Wands. I feel like this is somebody who is a little bit too excited to drop something, or this is showing up as what you can't control. So this is either somebody who is like maybe giving up on something, is just like, dude, I'm just releasing this. I'm giving up on it, that kind of stuff, okay? Or someone's coming like a little bit like undone in some sense, that kind of stuff. And I feel like what you cannot control is whether this person is taking something in anger, or whether this person has like totally lost their motivation about something here. It's like, that's what I'm getting. It's like you're not able to control if somebody's like, you know what, I'm dropping this thing, I'm done, I'm gone. Or again, if somebody's like, nope, you know what, I'm gonna release this thing, but then I'm gonna still kind of keep going forward. I'm still gonna, I still have a little bit of like a spark there. There's still a little bit there, okay? I'm understanding like not all is lost, that kind of stuff, but there's definitely some confusion with the way somebody is feeling about either another person or a situation here, okay? I feel like it's like hot and cold, something like that. So, all right, with the reverse Emperor, you guys have the World card here. This is showing up as what you can control. So, all right, reverse Emperor and the World card. Okay, I think that there's maybe an energy of we cannot control every single aspect of everything, that kind of stuff, okay? Certainly understanding that. I also think there's something here where maybe it's like micromanaging something on a smaller scale or a smaller level, that kind of stuff, okay? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. I also think that this is like the energy of not forcing something to complete, but more so like allowing it organically to complete, or something about that, not pushing something so much, okay? That kind of stuff. That's really what I'm feeling here. All right, I think you also are maybe able to control if a certain cycle of something is completed or not completed, or how much you want to push for something to complete or be left unfinished, okay? That kind of thing. I don't know. I understand something for like a global reference of something here, but I'm having a hard time like pinpointing exactly what that is. So, all right. With the Hermit card, you guys have the Star card here. Okay, maybe this is like what you can control is the understanding that nobody owns the earth, you know? Like it's you can't own the earth. So, you know, therefore, what are we doing? Okay, so I don't know, you know? Like it's a floating rock. So I don't know how we can own that, or how anybody can own that. It's like, what are you talking about? But okay, so anyway, so next steps forward, Hermit card and the Star card. So I feel like, again, there might be some, you know what, this might be like going off of your inner, like, again, your inner guidance, or even reviewing something, that kind of stuff. That might be part of whatever it is like going over something, reviewing something, okay, refreshing something, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. I know this is an Aquarius reading. I think maybe there is something about maybe working with another Aquarius, okay, that kind of stuff. Or I don't know if it's working with, but there's something about that, okay? I understand like 2 stars, or there's 2 Aquariuses, you know, that kind of stuff, all right? I'm definitely picking up on that energy. I feel like this is maybe having a private conversation with another Aquarius, or again, this is doing maybe some healing or some like inner type of something here where it's like you're feeling like you're helping out in the way that you can, that kind of stuff, okay? That's kind of what I'm feeling. There is something about like proximity towards something, or something being more local versus widespread, okay? That kind of stuff. I kind of want to say widespread panic. That I don't know. That was just word association. Sorry. So okay. All right. So back over to your opportunity. You guys have this tap into your sacral power, and then you have it with the 3 of Wands and the 7 of Swords here. So okay, you have the 7 of Swords reversed showing up for your current energy, and then you have the 7 of Swords showing up here. This is showing up for your skills. So I think that there's something here that you have like some tactical approach at something here that you're like, this feels like you're like kind of like a little snake in the grass there, just kind of like waiting for like the moment to like, I don't know, to move, to make your move, or there's something that you like, you know how to, I don't know, you know when something is, when it's time to move forward, or when it's time to, okay, we got to sit here and wait, you know, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm feeling, is like you have those skills. And I also think that you can see something from like in an advanced position, or you can see something from like a future position. And it's like, I know if that's going to need a certain level of, again, a special tactic, or a certain approach, or a specific intervention of something, that kind of stuff. I feel like you know that. And I think it's because of all this friggin' Hermit energy, star card, like all that kind of stuff. Okay. That's what I'm feeling. So, all right, for possible help, you guys have the Knight of Swords with the 9 of Wands here. So, I mean, this, okay, so here's the thing. You either have somebody who is rushing in to help you because you're either friggin' exhausted by something, or this is somebody to reinforce your boundaries for you, okay? That kind of stuff. Reinforcing something that you're trying to maybe like keep somebody at a distance, or something at a different distance, that kind of stuff. There's something about that, okay? I just said difference, so that might also be, I don't know, that might be something here. All right, so, all right, moving over to like your next steps, you guys have the 5 of Pentacles reversed with the Moon card. So I feel like there's something about being okay with something being a little bit unknown, but I also really feel like there's something about releasing something that you are feeling intuitive, that you are feeling an intuitive feeling towards, that kind of stuff. But can I tell you something else, Aquarius? I'm also understanding this as the next steps might be admitting that possibly that maybe your intuition failed you on something, okay? That kind of stuff. That is going to happen, right? We are all human, that kind of stuff, okay? That might be part of whatever this is, all right? Certainly could be, but I really also feel like there is something about keeping something like deeply shrouded, deeply like secret, that kind of stuff, okay? And there is something about playing with your intuition, or kind of knowing when to act on something, when to keep something more subdued, something like that, or what to reveal, what not to reveal, you know, that kind of thing. So, all right, I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.